Hey, there we go. So thank you so much for that warm welcome, everyone. It is such a delight to be here at this marvelous clinic, working with these fantastic students. We've had just a terrific experience these last couple of days. We began our program with a march by the March King, John Philip Sousa, his Nobles of the Mystic Shrine, which is celebrating its 100th anniversary this year. It was written back in 1923 upon the occasion of John Philip Sousa's induction into an organization we now know as the Shriners. But back then it was known as the Ancient Arabic Order of the Mystics of the Noble Shrine. How's that for a title, right? And as you might gather from that title, the Shriners really embraced a lot of Arabic culture in their rituals and customs. And so Sousa really wanted to convey this kind of exotic quality of this organization, which he did by including a lot of what we call Turkish percussion, so cymbals, tambourine, triangle, a lot of instruments that Sousa didn't generally always use in his marches. And he also set it in a minor key to give it just more of an exotic kind of quality. We're going to continue now with a work of one of John Philip Sousa's peers is probably the best word for it. Contemporaries probably is a better word, and that is Gustav Holst, who was working on the other side of the Atlantic in England. And Holst, along with a handful of other composers in the early 20th century, decided that the concert band, which was really developing very quickly, needed to have its own body of original literature. And the work that you're about to hear, his first suite in E-flat, is really considered to be one of the cornerstone works of our repertoire. It shows up on virtually every list of important works for the concert band. So it's really kind of remarkable that we know so little about the origin of the work. We know that it was written in 1909, but it wasn't actually performed until 1920. And even Holst himself was really kind of fuzzy on the details. He didn't really remember why he wrote the work. He didn't even remember who he wrote the work for. But none of that really matters because the work quickly, once it did start being performed, quickly became a staple of our repertoire. This is the first suite in E-flat by Gustav Holst.